Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today's 4K review, we are going to talk about Smokey and the Bandit. But before we dive into this, please, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, if you like home theater, movies in general, and please check out my other videos on my channel. Like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So today we're going to talk about the 4K release of the original Smokey and the Bandit. And the movie came out in 1977 with Burt Reynolds, Sally Field, Jerry Reed, and the great Jackie Gleason. And also was directed by Hal Needham, which he'd done he did Smokey Made It 2. He didn't do 3, but then he did those 4 other ones that were direct-to-video, which I've never seen. I didn't even know they did. He also did Stroker Ace with Burt Reynolds, Hooper, Cannonball Run 1 and 2. This is, he had a really good relationship with Burt Reynolds there. I'm not going to go in talking about the movie, because if you don't know what Smokey and the Bandit's about, tough. You shouldn't be here watching this. But I just say it's still one of my favorites. I mean, I forgot how much fun this is. After all these years, it still holds up, and it's a great movie. There will never be another Burt Reynolds or Jackie Gleason. Those are molds that they're never going to replace. Now, this 4K release came from Universal in 2021, so it's a fairly new release. Of course, it was originally filmed on 35mm. Has HDR 10, and damn, this is another shining example of what 4K is all about. Taking these old movies and restoring them and bringing them to life, and this one's no exception. This is remarkable. Clothes textures, the depth and the details really come out. The colors freaking leap off the screen here. And this, like I said, this doesn't have Dolby Vision, just standard HDR 10, but damn, it looks freaking awesome. Jerry Reed's character, Cletus, the vest he's wearing, the patches on it, and his hat, phenomenal. You can just see the details in it and read what they are. At the one scene when they pick up the beer, and Bandit takes off, and Cletus is starting to write a little note. Well, right behind him is the the back doors of the truck, and you can see the little registration stickers, and like I said, the details really pop on this thing. Now, as far as comparing Blu-ray and 4K here, I've never owned this on Blu-ray, so this might not be a fair comparison, because the Blu-ray here, they've had to use the new scan and transfer for this, because the Blu-ray looked just as fucking good. There's very little difference between the Blu-ray and the 4K here. Maybe some minor details if you'd get up and close and to go frame by frame, but as a casual watcher, I don't think you're going to notice a difference. The colors look pretty even across the board. Usually you see a big difference in the color timing between a Blu-ray and 4K, but not here. Again, the Blu-ray here is phenomenal. Check out the shots. You're not going to see hardly any difference between the two. So show some shots here. We'll come back. We'll talk about the audio, packaging, and the bonus features. We'll see you in a minute. So for the audio, they gave us a Dolby Atmos track. You know, I don't have Dolby Atmos, so it's just a down mix to 5.1 for me. Being the type of movie it is, a 1970s movie, you know, it doesn't lend itself to surround sound or anything crazy. But this is a very solid audio track in its own. Of course, the music really, you know, it's got a great soundtrack to it. Jerry Reed did a lot of the music, and it sounds great. But other than that, you just basically get a good sound stage across the front. It's well balanced, clear dialogue throughout the whole damn movie. And, you know, it's cleaned up. You don't hear any hissing or any distortion whatsoever. So they did a great job restoring the audio track here. Now, as far as the packaging, it actually comes with this slip case. You know, the red embossed, that actually looks pretty cool, but still, yeah, no reason to keep it. You know, standard keep case. You know, it does have the different artwork on the 4K than the standard Blu-ray, and also came with a digital code. So for the bonus features, we have Loaded Up and Truckin', Making Smokey and the Bandit. Snowman, What's Your 20? The Smokey and the Bandit CB tutorial. Which is kind of interesting to talk about some of the CB lingo, you know, back in the day. If you didn't know anything about the lingo, it's just a whole different language. We also have 100 Years of Universal, talking about the 70s. 100 Years of Universal, The Lot. Also a theatrical trailer. And I actually went through the bonus features. That's pretty interesting. I had some interviews with some of the actors, especially Burt Reynolds before he passed away. So that's some really good, interesting stuff in here. So to wrap it up, a very solid release from Universal here. If you like this movie, add this to your collection. It is phenomenal. It definitely, I think it's a reference worthy because the pictures are so freaking detailed and the colors pop. And the audio is nice and clean. Like I said, nothing. Audio is not gonna showcase your audio system, but it's a freaking awesome transfer here. So yeah, I definitely recommend picking this up. Unfortunately, the prices. Look for some deals. Right now, you're looking at $17, $18 across the board. Through Amazon, even Grub, and eBay. Look for the Grub sales. That's where I just got this recently on Grub, and I paid I think $12 for it. Now it jumped back up to $18.99. So definitely check out Grub and watch the sales and look for some deals. But definitely this is worth adding to your collection. Highly recommended. So that pretty much wraps up my look on the 4K release of Smokey and the Bandit. Check out my other videos. Like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. Comment below if you have anything to say about this. And we'll see you soon. Geek out.